Welcome to this week's vlog. I've been at the Royal Welsh Show and we've had such a busy stand here, lots of stakeholder engagement, loads of members coming onto the stand. The First Minister was here on Monday, the Deputy First Minister on Tuesday, we had the Leader of the Opposition, Kemi Badenoch, here for a meeting with members, and there's also been a meeting with Nigel Farage looking at how we can influence the reform policy. It's a really important opportunity to make sure that we continue to influence those policies that will be coming forward, particularly with the Welsh elections next year. On Monday, we had the inheritance tax draft legislation published. Now, we would obviously have liked to seen there be amendments made within that, but what we got was what we expected. Unfortunately, they've continued with the proposals that we heard about in the last budget, but we've got to continue trying to influence this legislation. I would urge all of you, if you are in a Labour constituency, please do take the time to continue writing to your MP. We've had lots of members writing their postcards here on the stand, so we send them in to those Labour MPs so they recognise that this subject has not gone away and it won't go away because the impacts on those members that are going to be affected are so severe. We've also obviously started harvest across different parts of the country, and it's typical that just as we've got into harvest, the weather seems to have broken and it's adding its own challenges into what has been a very, very challenging year. I hope that during harvest you're all able to stay safe, but this week has been Farm Safety Week, and I'm now going to hand over to David.
It's Farm Safety Week, and it's great that we have this week every year where we can think about how we can make a difference for farm safety. Two thoughts I'd like to share with you. One is that many people seem quite relaxed about children and farm safety. All I would like to say is that speak to any parent that has lost a child through an accident on a farm. You do not want to be in that position. Also, we know from the statistics that half the people killed working on farms last year were over the age of 65. Once you go beyond that age, your chances of being seriously hurt or killed dramatically increase. You need to think and work differently. Use this week to make a pledge. What's the one thing you can do to make a difference for safety on your farm? And also think of our campaign, Take 5 to Stay Alive. Take 5 minutes or even 5 seconds to think about how you can plan your day to make sure everybody comes home safely at the end of it. Farm safety is, of course, for every week of the year, but it's great that we have this 1 week where we can focus on how we can make a difference on our farms.
We've also had the Cunliffe review into water this week, and you'll have heard that Ofwat is being abolished and there's going to be a new regulator form looking at all things water quality. On Monday, we've got the Secretary of State on Rachel's farm, where we're hosting a water summit, and there'll be an update for you after that meeting. Thank you very much for listening.